So, dear students, yesterday we were studying what are electrolytic cell and what is electrolysis. The cell in which electrical energy is converted into chemical energy is called electrolytic cell. Here, electrical energy is used to bring about non-spontaneous reactions. So, then coming to electrolysis, what is electrolysis? The decomposition of electrolytes into simpler substances or ions by the passage of electricity into their solution is known as electrolysis. So, in electrolysis, we have studied Faraday's laws of electrolysis. So, we have studied first law of Faraday. First law of electrolysis, namely Faraday's first law of electrolysis. So, what is the first law? The amount of substance liberated or deposited at any electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through electrolyte in solution, or the amount of chemical reaction that takes place at the electrodes is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through the solution. So, what is the mathematical representation? W is equal to ZIT. This is the mathematical representation where W is the quantity of the substance deposited or liberated at the respective electrodes, and Z is the electrical equivalent, and I is the current, and T is the time. So, today we will study the second law, namely second law of Faraday's second law of electrolysis. Faraday's second law of electrolysis and its mathematical form. So, you will be asked in the examination, state Faraday's laws of electrolysis, Faraday's second law of electrolysis, and give its mathematical expression. So, what is the statement? Before writing the statement, I will explain what is second law, Faraday's second law. Suppose it is a solution of copper sulfate solution. It is a solution of an electrolyte 1. This is another solution, namely H2SO4 solution. So, copper sulfate solution and H2SO4 solution. Here 2 electrodes are introduced into this solution. Again 2 electrodes are introduced into this solution. So, this one is anode and this one is cathode. So, this one is anode, this one is cathode, anode and cathode. So, they are connected in series. So, here copper ions get deposited as copper on this electrode, and hydrogen ions, after reaching the electrode, they are converted into hydrogen gas. So, here copper is deposited at this electrode. So, this is a solution of one electrolyte and this is a solution of another electrolyte. To these solutions 2 electrodes are introduced and they are connected in series. So, what is the statement of Faraday's second law of electrolysis? So, when same quantity of electricity is passed through solutions of different electrolytes connected in series, when same quantity of electricity is passed through solutions of different electrolytes connected in series, the mass of the substance deposited, or liberated at the respective cathodes or respective electrodes are directly proportional to their equivalent mass. So this is the definition. The amount of copper deposited at this cathode is directly proportional to the equivalent mass of copper. The amount of hydrogen gas deposited or liberated at this electrode is directly proportional to the equivalent weight of hydrogen. So that is the statement. What is the statement? When same quantity of electricity is passed through solutions of different electrolytes connected in series, when same quantity of electricity is passed through solutions of different electrolytes, connected in series, the mass of the substance, the masses of the substances deposited at the electrodes are directly proportional to their equivalent masses. So this is the definition. So when same quantity of electricity is passed through solutions of different electrolytes connected in series, masses of the substances deposited or liberated at the electrodes are directly proportional to their equivalent masses. So mathematically, W equals E, or W is proportional to E. What is W equals? Mass of the substance deposited or liberated, and E equals equivalent mass of the substance. For example, when same quantity of electricity is passed through solutions of copper sulfate CuSO4 and H2SO4 connected in series for the same period of time, then according to this law, according to Faraday's second law of electrolysis, mass of copper deposited divided by mass of hydrogen gas liberated equals equivalent mass of copper divided by equivalent mass of hydrogen. Equivalent mass of hydrogen. So to calculate equivalent mass, what is equivalent mass? Equivalent mass equals atomic mass divided by valency. Atomic mass divided by valency. So what is the example? Equivalent mass of copper. Mass of copper is equal to 64 divided by 2, that is equals 32. That is equals 32. So valency of copper in ferrous, in cuprous state is +1, in cupric state is +2. So equivalent mass depends upon the valency. So now let us study concept of NF. What is NF? Number of Faraday. Concept of NF required to discharge one mole of Mn plus. Concept of NF required to discharge 1 mole of Mn plus. So here NF means, N means number of, F means Faraday, number of Faraday. So let us consider the reduction reaction. Ag plus electrons gives Ag. So here electrons, here there is gain of electron, therefore this reaction is called reduction. So for the discharge of, in this reaction, for the discharge of 1 mole of silver plus ions, we need 1 mole of electrons. So here for the discharge of 1 mole of Ag plus ions, 1 mole of electrons are required. 1 moles of electrons are required. So to neutralize 1 positive charge, we need 1 negative charge. So for the neutralization of 1 mole of Ag plus ions, we need 1 mole of electrons. 1 mole of electrons. Next, the charge carried by 1 electron is equal to 1.6021 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. So charge carried by 1 electron equals 1.6021 into 10 to the power of 19 coulombs. Therefore, the charge carried by 1 mole of electrons is equal to 1.6021 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So this is Avogadro number. So 1 mole of electrons means Avogadro number of electrons are called 1 mole of electrons. Therefore, the charge carried by 1 mole of electrons means the charge carried by Avogadro number of electrons. So if you multiply these two, you will get 96,487 coulombs. So the charge carried by 1 mole of electrons is equal to 96,487, which is approximately equal to 96,500 coulombs, which is called 1 Faraday. So what is Faraday? The charge carried by 1 mole of electrons. 1 mole of electrons is called Faraday. And that is 1 Faraday, and its value is equal to 96,487 coulombs or 96,500 coulombs. Next, number 1, for in the reaction Ag plus electron gives Ag, for the discharge of 1 mole of Ag plus ions, 1 mole of electrons or 1 Faraday of charge is required. So here Ag plus is a monovalent ion. For the discharge of 1 mole of monovalent positive ion, we need 1 mole of electrons. So that is for the discharge of 1 mole of Ag plus ion. Remember, it is a monovalent. What is the valency of silver? +1. It is called monovalent ion. We need 1 mole of electrons or 1 Faraday of charge is required. So similarly, example 2, in the reaction Mg2 plus, it is a bivalent ion. We need 2 electrons, 2 mole of electrons. We will get Mg. So 1 mole of monovalent ions needs 1 mole of electrons. 1 mole of bivalent ions needs 2 mole of electrons for its discharge. So for the discharge of 1 mole of Mg2 plus ions, remember it is a bivalent ions. 2 moles, how many moles of electrons are required? 2 moles of electrons, or 1 mole of electron is nothing but 1 Faraday. 2 moles of electrons carry 2 Faraday. 2 Faraday of charge is required. Similarly, example 3, for the reaction Al3 plus 3 electron gives Al. So for the discharge of 1 mole of Al3 plus ions, Al3 plus ions are trivalent ions, trivalent. So how many moles of electrons are required? 3 moles of electrons or 3 Faraday of charge is required. Similarly, for a general reaction of the type Mn plus n electron gives M. For the discharge of 1 mole of Mn plus ions, n moles of electrons or n Faraday of charge or electricity is required. So this is the meaning of concept of NF, number of Faradays required to discharge 1 mole of Mn plus. So charge carried by 1 electron equals 1.6021 into 10 to the power 19 coulombs. Charge carried by 1 mole of electron is equal to 96,487 coulombs. So this much quantity of charge is called 1 Faraday. The charge carried by 1 mole of electrons is called 1 Faraday and its value is equal to approximately 96,500 coulombs. So we have considered 3 types of reactions: monovalent reactions, bivalent reactions. So for the discharge of 1 mole of monovalent ions, we need 1 mole of electrons or 1 Faraday of charge is required. Similarly, for the discharge of 1 mole of bivalent ions, we need 2 moles of electrons or 2 Faraday of electricity is required. Similarly, for the discharge of 1 mole of trivalent ions, we need 3 moles of electrons or 3 Faraday of charge is required. Similarly, for the discharge of 1 mole of Mn plus ions, n moles of electrons are required or n Faraday of charge is required. So this is the meaning of concept of NF. So based on this NF concept, we will work out some simple problems which will be asked for 1 mark. So problems. How much charge or electricity is required for the following reductions. Number 1, 1 mole of Na plus to Na. Number 2, 1 mole of Cu2 plus to Cu. Number 3, 1 mole of Mg2 plus to Mg. Number 4, 1 mole of Al3 plus to Al. Number 5, 1 mole of Zn2 plus to Zn. 1 mole of Zn2 plus to Zn. So, 1 mole of Na plus to Na. So, how you have to write this reaction? Reaction Na plus monovalent sodium ion after accepting 1 electron is converted into Na. So, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 1 mole ಆಫ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ accepts 1 mole of electron. It is also called as 1 Faraday. The charge carried by 1 mole of electrons is called 1 Faraday. Therefore, what is the charge required? So 1 here, 1 Faraday or 96,487 coulombs of charge is required. Charge is required. So in this reaction, what is the reaction? 1 mole of Cu2 plus to Cu. What is the reaction? Cu2 plus bivalent copper ions, copper atom convert ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ it has to gain 2 electrons. So 2 moles of electrons. So what is the charge in Faraday? 2 Faraday. So here how many charge is required? 2 Faraday or 2 into 96,487. 87, that is equal to 192974 coulombs is required. So here also, what is the reaction? It is also a bivalent ion. Mg2 plus 2 electrons gives Mg. We need 2 Faraday. So 1 mole of electrons carries 1 Faraday of electricity. 2 moles of electrons carry 2 Faraday of electricity. That is 2F or 2 into 96,487. That is equals 192974 coulombs. So here it is a trivalent reaction. You have to write Al3 plus 3 electrons. You will get Al. How many Faraday of electricity is required? 3 Faraday. 3 moles of electrons, 3 Faraday, 2 moles, 2 Faraday, 1 mole, 1 Faraday. So this is 3 Faraday or 3 into 96,487. That is equal to 289,461 coulombs. So similarly, in this, for this discharge, you have to write Zn2 plus 2 electrons gives Zn. So here 2 Faraday of charge or electricity is required. 2 Faraday or 2 into 96,487 coulombs, that is equals 192974 coulombs is required. So lastly, sixth one, MnO minus 2 Mn2 plus. One mole of MnO4 minus 2 Mn2 plus. So how much electricity is required for the discharge of 1 mole of MnO4 minus? So this is very important here. So what is the oxidation state of Mn in this reaction, in this ion? MnO4 minus. So oxidation state is equal to -1. So Mn X plus 4 into oxidation state of oxygen is -2, that is equals -1. X plus X minus 8 equals -1. X equals 7 minus 1, sorry, 8 minus 1, that is equals +7. So here the oxidation state of manganese is +7. So what is the reaction here? Reaction Mn7 plus is converted into Mn2 plus. Mn7 plus Mn2 plus ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? We need 5 electrons. So in this conversion, this is an ion. The total oxidation state of an ion is equal to the charge carried by the ion. What is the charge carried by the ion? -1. So using this formula you calculate the oxidation state of manganese. Let the oxidation state of manganese is X plus 4 into oxidation state of oxygen is -2, that is equal to -1. The total charge carried by the ion is -1. So here X minus 8 is equal to -1. X is equal to 8 minus 1, that is equals +7. So oxidation state of manganese is +7. It is converted into +2. So conversion from +7 to +2, it needs 5 electrons. So how much electricity is required? 5 Faraday. So therefore 5 Faraday or 5 into 96,487 coulombs of electricity is required for the discharge of 1 mole of MnO4 minus to Mn2 plus. Mn2 plus. So you multiply this one and keep the answer. Okay. On Faraday's first law of electrolysis. First law of electrolysis. Number 1, find the mass of silver deposited Find the mass of silver deposited when a current of 1.5 amperes is passed through AgNO3 solution, AgNO3 silver nitrate solution for 5 minutes. So given atomic mass of silver, Ag is equal to 108 grams. So what is Faraday's first law of electrolysis? That is W is equal to ZIT. So here find the mass of the silver deposited when a current of 1.5 ampere is passed through silver nitrate solution. So current I is equal to 1.5 amperes time T is equal to 5 minutes. It should be converted into seconds, that is equals 5 into 60, that is 300 seconds. Then charge or current, electricity equals I into T, that is equals 450 coulombs. 450 coulombs. So this much of current is passed. So in the discharge of silver nitrate, what is the reaction? Ag plus electron gives Ag. Ag plus electron gives Ag. So in this reaction it is a monovalent ion, silver is a monovalent ion. For the discharge of 1 mole of silver ions we need 1 mole of electrons or 1 Faraday of electricity or 1 into 96,487 coulombs. So what is the amount of silver deposited? It is its atomic mass, that is 108 gram. So atomic mass of silver is 108. When 1 Faraday of electricity is, when silver ions accepts 1 mole of electrons, we will get 1 mole of silver. What is the atomic mass of silver? 108 grams. So therefore silver deposited by the passage of 1 Faraday or 96,487 coulombs of current is 108 grams. So when this much of current is passed, the amount of silver deposited is equal to its atomic weight. Therefore the amount of silver deposited by the passage of, how much current we have passed? 450 coulombs is 108 divided by 96,487 into 450 grams, that is equals 0.503 grams. So when this much of current is passed through silver nitrate solution, this much of silver is deposited. Therefore, what is the amount of silver deposited when 450 coulombs of current is passed? So it is 0.503 grams. So let us work. This is for your homework. A solution of nickel nitrate NiNO3 twice is electrolyzed. So remember, nickel is a bivalent ion. Nickel is a bivalent ion, is electrolyzed between platinum electrodes using a current of 5 amperes for 20 minutes. What is the mass of nickel deposited, Ni deposited at the cathode. So similar problem. So atomic mass of nickel equals 58.71 gram. So nickel reaction, you have to write Ni plus 2 electrons gives Ni. So you have to calculate the amount of current passed. So charge or electricity passed is equal to IT. So 2 Faraday is to, so for passing 2 Faraday of electricity, this much of nickel is deposited. So for the amount of electricity passed, you will calculate, then you will note the amount of nickel deposited. So let us work out another problem. How much electricity in terms of Faraday, F is required to produce 20 gram of calcium. Number 1, 20 grams of calcium from molten calcium chloride. In bracket, atomic mass of calcium equals 40. Atomic mass of calcium is 40. Number 2, gram of aluminum from molten Al2O3 in bracket, atomic mass of Al equals 27 grams. So first we will know first problem. 20 gram of calcium from molten calcium chloride. 20 gram of calcium from molten calcium chloride. So calcium on electrolysis you will get calcium ions. So calcium ion is a bivalent ion. So for the discharge of 1 mole of calcium ion we need 2 moles of electrons because it is a bivalent ion to get calcium. Calcium ions, 1 mole of calcium ions require 2 moles of electrons. So current charge carried by 2 moles of electron is nothing but 2 Faraday. So what is the amount of calcium formed? 40 gram. 40 is the atomic mass of calcium. So calcium, 1 mole of calcium ions accepting 2 moles of electrons, you will get 1 mole of calcium. So 1 mole of calcium means 1 molar mass of calcium, its mass is 20 grams. So electricity required to produce 40 gram of calcium, 40 gram of calcium equals 2 Faraday. To produce 40 grams of calcium, the amount of current required is 2 Faraday. Therefore, the electricity required to produce 20 gram of calcium is 2 Faraday divided by 40 into 20, that is equals 1 Faraday. That is equals 1 Faraday. So second one, 40 gram of aluminum from molten Al2O3. So you have to write the reaction. Aluminum is a trivalent ion. Remember, calcium, magnesium, barium, etc. are bivalent ion. Sodium, potassium, etc. are monovalent ions. So Al3 plus 3 electron gives Al. So what is the amount of electricity required? 3 Faraday. What is the amount of aluminum formed? It is equal to its atomic mass, that is equals 27 grams. 27 grams. So you have to write the electricity required to produce 27 grams of aluminum is equal to 3 Faraday. Therefore, the electricity required to produce 40 gram of aluminum, 40 gram of aluminum equals, so 3 Faraday, 27 grams into 40, that is equals 4.44 Faraday. So this much of electricity is required. ಸಾಕು ಬಿಡಿ.